Hello, I'm Kyle Britt, 8th grade social studies teacher at West Lincoln Middle School. I want to take a few minutes to discuss the major changes that are happening in social studies classes across our county. First, I want you to take a journey with me to the typical history classes of yesterday. Names, dates, useless bits of information that you might remember a decade from now. This would be repeated over and over day after day, but I bet that those were some of the best naps you ever had, be honest. Now, however, our world is rapidly evolving, so our social studies classes will have to do the same. This is so that we can prepare our students to be more successful in a rapidly changing society. Now, in 2013, the National Council for the Social Studies introduced a new model called the C3 Framework for Social Studies Standards. These standards are designed to prepare students for college, career, and civic life. Think about this for a second. Students as young as our current seventh graders will be voting in the 2028 presidential election, and many of our students will be voting in the 2026 midterms. Students cannot wait until they are of voting age to become educated citizens. Now, what's great about these standards is that they are centered around the use of questions and inquiry to guide the student's natural curiosity to learn. This allows students to apply the knowledge that they learn and that they've gained to the real world settings and scenarios to become more active and engaged 21st century citizens. The C3 framework passes some of the control of the learning process from the teacher to the student. However, this isn't quite as simple as asking, "What do you want to learn about World War II?" Most of the time, when you ask a question like that, it's met with a shrug and a short, "I don't know." This would pose the question more like, why was the United States on the winning side of the war? When posed this way, this question will have students focusing on the economic and militaristic factors that led to the Allied victory. Students would have to explore the efforts of each Allied country domestically and internationally. They're going to have to dig a lot deeper. Now, students aren't just told to run with this question and expected to know where to go. They would be provided with supporting and leading questions like, why was the United States home front so important? Or how did the United States contribute to the war militarily? They would also be directed towards viewpoints that do not agree with the question, like the United States helped win the war, but what does the Japanese American internment affect this? With each step in the process, students are expected to complete a small task. At the end of the unit, students should be able to answer the leading question, why was the United States on the winning side of World War II? Now, to prove this, they would complete a final project like an essay, a poster, a video, or some other product to show that they've learned and understood that. In this, students will be instructed to use corroborated evidence and opposing viewpoints to fully support their answer. Now, over the summer, a team of 6th, 7th, and 8th grade social studies teachers here in Lincoln County reworked our standards to meet this new framework of teaching and learning. Now, in the future, we hope to create students that can analytically solve a problem using a variety of resources. Our goal is to encourage students to have that intrinsic desire to seek out answers to questions that interest them. We want them to have a desire to learn and extend their learning beyond the classroom. This framework will serve as our springboard towards that goal. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.